Sisters 8. By Hak Jin Kim. Let's have dinner. I'll be right back after washing my hands, Bora says. Sook and Bora start to have late dinner. They sit on the couch and Bora turns on the TV. Sook sips tea without paying attention to TV and Bora can't take her eyes off her cell phone while texting to Juan. Bora, I have something important to tell you. Sook takes a deep breath. What is it? Oh, Mom, you look serious. Is it about me and Brother Juan? Don't worry. Nothing happened between us so far. We just like each other, Bora says. I'm happy to hear that. Well, Bora, are you curious about your dad? Sook asks cautiously. Yes, but as far as I know you don't like to talk about him. So, did you find how he's living now? Bora says. Listen, Bora, your dad is Mrs. Lee's second son, Bum Q Lee. Sook clenches her lips. What are you talking about? Then Lang and Juan are my cousins? No way. It can't happen. Mrs. Lee has never hinted on that. Bora's voice trembles in wide-eyed amazement. Mrs. Lee didn't do that because you had to do your job. So she has waited until now. And I also knew it when we had Christmas dinner. I was so shocked when I saw your dad's old picture in Lang's house, Sook says. Besides, Mrs. Lee told me that Lang's real father is Bum Q Lee. So you and Lang have the same father. It means you are half-sisters. No, Lang has her parents and twin brothers. You're wrong about Lang, Bora contradicts Sook. Lang was adopted by her uncle's couple when she was an infant. After Bum Q Lee died of heart attack and her real mother left Lang. I even couldn't believe the truth when I heard this from Mrs. Lee. Well, to sum up, both you and Lang don't know your father. Your father didn't know your existence. Because he had broken up with me without knowing I was pregnant. And he loved Lang as his first child but was gone too early. For a few minutes, Sook and Bora sit in silence. Mom, it may sound strange, but come to think of it, I'm luckier than Lang. She doesn't know her real mother. Poor Lang. Then, from now on, I have a half-sister and cousins including Brother Juan. Bora shrugs her shoulder. But it doesn't make me feel excited, huh? I can't be Brother Juan's girl. He was my type. Sad. So sad. Mom, can I find my type in the future? Bora's eyes are wet with tears. Sook places her hand on Bora's shoulder and pulls her to her side. Bora, things change and you can't rule the universe. Accept your fondness for Juan. To be a member of Lee's family is really a good luck. I'm glad to see that you have a big family. You aren't lonely anymore. You know what, I was angry when I found your dad as Mrs. Lee's son because she might take you away from me. But on second thought, I could see it was for your own good. God helped us through the good times and the bad times. After Sook finishes talking with Bora about the origin of her family, she texts to Hyo-sun that Bora understands what is happening to her. And Sook receives the answer from Hyo-sun that she will tell her family about Bora and Sook. The night deepens, but Bora can't fall asleep. She sits up with a jerk and texts to Lang. Lang, can you tell me your grandma's cell phone number? And is she asleep? After Bora finds that Hyo-sun isn't asleep, she texts. Hello, Mrs. Lee, this is Bora. I'm sorry to bother you at this late hour. Tonight, my mom told me about who I am. I couldn't believe my ears. So, I want to get an answer from you. Am I really your late son's daughter? I really wonder if you're my grandma. Instantly, Bora gets the text back from Hyo-sun. Yes, I am your grandma, sweetie. It took so long time to find you. I'm so happy to have a wonderful girl as my granddaughter. Now, I have 3 granddaughters, you, Lang and Yung. I know you must be confused, but you'll adjust to this new situation. I'll tell my family about you, and definitely you're my family. And Sook is a member of my family if she'd like to be. Oh, I see. I'm so happy to have a big family. It's so unbelievable, though. Grandma, good night. I'll see you soon, Bora texts and lies down on the bed. Bora closes her eyes to sleep, but she can't relax after a big surprise. As she still can't believe that she becomes Lee's family, she feels mixed emotions. On one hand, Bora feels delight, but on the other hand, she feels sad when she thinks about Juan. Bora really doesn't want Juan to be her cousin since he is just her type. Next morning, Bora doesn't wake up for breakfast and stays in her bed. When Sook leaves for work, Sook doesn't seem to be worried about Bora, considering that Bora might have had the rough night with the sudden change of a family matter. Sook understands how Bora was impacted by the news that is unthinkable. When it is almost noon, Bora opens her eyes to answer her cell phone. Hi, Lang. What time is it? Bora says. Wake up, lazy girl. It's almost noon. Bora, let's go to the mall and have lunch, Lang says. All right, I'll see you 30 minutes later in the hall of the first floor. Lang, what do you want to have for lunch? Bora asks, wondering whether Lang knows they are half-sisters. I'll see you near the elevator. And let's decide where to go. Bora jumps from her bed to get ready to go out. She puts on a woolly jumper without makeup and sets off to the mall, which is within 10 minutes of walk from home. While walking on the street, Bora keeps thinking what she will feel from Lang, who is now her half-sister sharing the same father. About 5 minutes later, Bora arrives at the mall and walks to the elevator on the first floor. When she passes through the hall, she sees 2 balloons floating in a crowd. For a moment Bora thinks that some kids are holding balloons, but to her surprise, the balloons are floating over Lang's both hands. Oh, Lang, why are you having balloons? Bora says, smiling. Bora, look. What are on them? Here we go. Lang shows words on balloons. Bora reads. Bora is in, my sister. Oh, Lang. You knew. It's touching. You've really impressed me, Lang. I still can't believe I have a real sister. Bora sheds tears of happiness. Bora, our grandma told me about you the first thing in the morning. She said you're my half-sister. At first, I jumped for joy at the news. And soon, I couldn't help feeling sad after knowing that our dad was dead and my real mom left me. But I admitted the fact that it happened anyway. Then I realized how I had to be grateful for my present parents, who had raised me with love. While listening to Lang, Bora looks at Lang warmly, whose delicate face glows in excitement. And I became excited and couldn't wait to see you. Bora, it may sound ridiculous if I say that cherry blossoms last spring gave the hint of our blood relation, Lang says. Really? Do you think so? Bora asks. Yeah, because I happened to like you while I gazed at your face in profile when I was in the back seat. So, I went to the library with you and asked you to chat in the cafe. Maybe you're right. Oddly enough, you didn't bother me when you whispered to me that morning. We were supposed to meet as sisters, Bora says, putting on a happy face. Lang, I'm hungry. What shall we eat? Bora asks, taking one balloon from Lang. As Bora and Lang have lunch together, they celebrate for the very meaningful day. From now on they can't be apart because they are sisters. By the way, I'm wondering how the relationship between you and Juan is going. Now Juan is your cousin brother. Ha, Lang says, reading Bora's face. Yeah, that's the hardest part to accept. He was my type, but I have to let him go. And he has a chance to have another girl. Bora says, giving a shrug of her shoulders. I achieved the most precious family. This is as good as it gets. Bora finishes talking about Juan. Bora, are you finished? Then let's meet brother Juan. I don't think he knows who you are. Because Grandma is gonna announce your presence when they have lunch together tomorrow. Yep. I'm ready to see him as his cousin. In the late afternoon, Juan joins them at Lang's request. Juan shows up at the Sungbok stream where they agree to meet. He sees Bora and Lang come to the big tree, which is known as a local pride. The weather is good to go for a walk along the stream. Hey, girls, it's good to see you, Juan says in a loud voice. Hi, Brother Juan, Bora and Lang say together. Well, you look different, Bora. Lang, you said there was a big news. Is that about us? I'm curious. Tell me quickly, Juan says. Brother Juan, don't be surprised. And don't be hurt, please. Yes, what is it? Bora is our cousin. She is my half-sister. Lang explains what she heard from Hyo-sun about Bora in the morning. Juan listens to Lang with a serious look and there is a silence for a while. And he glances at Bora and says to them, "Let's walk." Oh boy, we're cousins, huh? Bora, welcome to Lee's family. Speaking of family, you look the same as my late uncle in his youth days. I used to see his photos, so I knew his face. Wow, my hunch paid off. By the way, I feel lost, Juan says with a disappointment. Bora doesn't say anything to Juan and instead, she gives an artificial smile.